A giant metal door was just discovered at the bottom of the sea. It's been covered with dirt for centuries until now. But what's behind that door? Is it a portal to another world or something else? Stay tuned till the end to find out more. This is footage from a remote-operated vehicle that was sent down to the bottom of the ocean floor to conduct a geological survey. Divers had already searched this area about 2 weeks prior to see if there were any signs of life. But what they found instead was a huge metal structure that looked like an enormous door lying on its side. The team was stunned by their discovery. They tried to approach the door, but soon realized they weren't supposed to be down here. This was because as soon as they got too close to it, all of their equipment began to fail. Their lights flickered and died. Then their cameras stopped working as well. It was only when the team backed away that their equipment started working again. And as they watched, they noticed that the massive door seemed to be emitting a strong magnetic field. That alone didn't make any sense. Doors aren't supposed to have magnetic fields, let alone ones that can mess with the equipment of human explorers. What's even stranger is that the team was exploring an area of ocean that has never been explored before. The deepest part of the Mariana Trench, where this door was found, is almost 11,000 meters below sea level. No human has ever gone this deep into the Mariana Trench before. And this isn't just a small trench either. It's the deepest part of the Earth's oceans. In fact, if you were to place Mount Everest at the bottom of the Mariana Trench, its peak would still be over 2,000 meters underwater. In other words, this is one of the most inhospitable places on Earth, which raises the question, why would a door be lying around here? How did it get there? And who made it? According to researchers, the door is approximately 30 meters wide and appears to be a hatch of some kind. One interesting detail is that the door seems to have some sort of writing or symbols inscribed on its surface, though nobody has been able to decipher them yet. All we know so far is that the symbols are roughly 30 centimeters in size, which is about the size of a human hand. Whoever made this door clearly wanted to keep whatever's behind it hidden from us. Otherwise, they would have put up some kind of warning sign or left instructions on how to open it. But since they didn't, we're going to have to try and figure out how to open this thing ourselves. Of course, this won't be easy. Just getting close enough to it caused our equipment to break. So we'll have to come up with a solution that doesn't involve getting too near. As you might have guessed, this door is giving scientists quite the headache. Many believe that it's the entrance to the lost city of Atlantis, though there's no evidence to support this claim. What we do know is that the Bermuda Triangle has a reputation for being one of the most mysterious places on Earth. Planes and ships disappear without a trace all the time. And now we have this massive metal door that seems to have come from another time. What could be hiding behind it, and how did it get there? One theory is that the door was dropped by a spaceship. After all, we know that aliens exist. And if they did visit Earth in the past, they could have crashed and hid their ship at the bottom of the ocean. Perhaps that's exactly what happened. Maybe an alien spaceship crashed into the ocean and was swallowed by the Mariana Trench. Its hull was made of a strong metal that resisted the crushing pressure of the deep sea. And over the years, sediment built up around it until it was completely buried. Then somehow the sediment shifted, revealing the door once again. Maybe a huge squid or some other deep-sea creature was digging around in the sand and accidentally uncovered the door. Whatever the case may be, this is certainly a perplexing mystery that will take many years to solve. Researchers believe that the door could hold important clues to the origins of our planet. If we can figure out how to open it, we may learn things that we never imagined possible. For example, we may discover evidence of ancient civilizations that lived in the ocean long before humans evolved. Or maybe we'll find something even more shocking, like proof that aliens visited Earth in the distant past. There are so many possibilities. But we just don't know enough about the door itself to say for sure what secrets it holds. That's because we haven't been able to get close enough to examine it. The magnetic field that surrounds the door is simply too strong and interferes with our equipment. So far, we've only been able to observe it from a distance using remotely operated vehicles like the one you saw in the beginning of this video. But there's one thing that's really confusing us about this door. We don't know how old it is. We can't date the door itself because it's not a natural object. So we can't use radiocarbon dating or any of the other standard methods. Instead, we lines have to date the sediment around it to get an estimate of how long it has been there. But even that's easier said than done. The ocean is incredibly hostile to human explorers. The pressure at the bottom of the Mariana Trench is over 1,000 times greater than the pressure we experience at sea level. At such depths, the water temperature is just above freezing. And there's almost no light at all. All these factors make exploration extremely difficult. Even if we can send robots down there, we can't be sure that they'll work properly. As you saw earlier, our first attempt was partially successful. But what if something goes wrong and the robot malfunctions? If that happens, it could cause an international incident and spark a war. That's why it is so important that we test everything thoroughly before attempting a mission to the bottom of the Mariana Trench. For example, we need to develop new materials that can withstand the extreme pressure and temperatures. And we need to design robots that can operate in complete darkness. But once we've done all that, we'll still have to face another major obstacle. How do we open the door? There's no easy answer to that question. As I mentioned earlier, we haven't been able to get close enough to the door to study it in detail. So we don't know how it opens, or even if it's possible to open at all. It could be that the door is simply too heavy to move, or that it's locked with an unknown mechanism. In that case, we may need to drill a hole in it so we can look inside, but even that won't be easy. We don't know what kind of metal the door is made of or how thick it is. We lines have to drill through several layers of tough metal before we reach whatever lies on the other side, and then there's the magnetic field. As you saw in the video, it's strong enough to interfere with our equipment and potentially dangerous to human explorers. But if we can overcome all these obstacles, we'll finally be able to see what's behind the door. And that could change our understanding of the universe forever, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and comment below to let me know your thoughts. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.